Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, and I'm going to do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid. Take what you need, leave the rest. You know how it works. Just know that never force anything. Don't make it into your story if it's not, especially on this channel, because I like to go deep. So I don't just look and see what your person did do, what they're going to do, and how they feel. I go deep. I look at the spiritual blockages, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes along with those elements because a lot of times, like that person will keep us stuck in a place of ruminating because we don't understand. So we can see things from a different perception. It's very healing to us. It stops us from being triggered. We're then able to actually see things without the emotion, right? Again, our connections, our past life karmic connections, not just those connections, but I don't really know, you know any other connection that gets underneath our skin quite as much as the past life karmic made the twin flame, any type of that type of connection. It's going to keep us stuck. It's going to keep us ruminating. And when I say stuck, we're keeping us stuck in a place of pain, sorrow, grief. And so there's many different realities that play out at one time. We know this. So why would we choose to live that reality? A lot of times we're not aware. And so we need to become aware. And so what happens is the universe brings us the people, the situations, and the experiences to help us become aware. However, sometimes again, we get stuck in a perception which makes us feel the inadequate from whatever that experience is that's playing out. So understanding things from a higher perception allows you to just make things a lot easier for you because you're not being triggered. You're not coming from a past wound because that's the thing. When you get triggered, you're really reverting back to like a past experience that you haven't, learned, that you are still stuck in a perception of yourself and the world around you. So again, that's why the universe is conspired to bring you whatever the person or the experience is. But, people getting into the wrong relationship is is very detrimental. It affects our health, it can affect our finances, it affects every area of our life. So we definitely want to be able to understand why we attract the certain people into our lives and what we need to do to shape shift our own energy. Doesn't mean that we don't date, and it doesn't mean that we have to break up with the person that we're with. But if we're living in a dynamic where we're like, I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy, the person's not giving me anything, and you're suffering more than you're happy, then you know that you're living in your wounds, right? Again, we all have wounds, and those wounds are psychological and emotional, held in the body as stress, but they play out within our experiences. So to be the alchemist of your life, you have to understand what it is that you're doing, how you are contributing to the imbalances, and then you need to integrate and embody a new consciousness so you see yourself differently, so you can actually shape shift the experience. You're again the alchemist of your life. You can't just get rid of negative energy. When we're talking about shadows and we're talking about negative energy, we're talking about any emotion that's derived from fear. So any experience that's derived from that emotion. So they could be, again, abandonment, it could be lack, not having enough, not good enough. Any energy, again, that takes you away from your true self, your higher self. I mean, again, we all live experiences that give us the perception that we're limited. We all live the experiences where we have felt like inferior, not good enough, and all those other lower energies. And so the key is not to, if we didn't get a good result, we want to do something different, meaning whatever we did might have created more negative energy, like it was already a negative experience, but how you reacted to it. It's always your reaction that's going to be the karma. And that's why it's really important to be present. That's really why it's important to be like to try not to be triggered, but that's impossible when you're dealing with certain people and certain situations. My allergy medicines make me really thirsty, and my chicken soup. On my last day of antibiotic and what else did prednisone. And that's like that medicine is like, but I'm glad that it worked this time. But a few times it didn't work. See, I have an overactive immune system from living in survival mode. I'm also healing the effects of psychic trauma, but psychic trauma when we live in and experience for long periods of time, it affects our body. It affects our physical health. So again, being a master psychic healer means that I learned the art of healing through healing myself. So am I certified? Yeah, I'm certified in about 20 different things and, clinical as well as, spiritual. But it's healing is really a walk and it's applying that energy to your life, the new energy. So the underlying energy is greedy. So those of you that don't know, that are new to the channel, I always like to pull a card that represents the underlying energy. Because when you're dealing with shadows, we don't know why people do what they do. What they show us is a mask. But again, what they're doing is they're creating a shadow over their true self. So what is really influencing this person? What they choose to do? Why do they choose to stay in pain and separation from you? What is this person's greatest motivator? And what Spirit says is that they're greedy. So I'm automatically feeling like you're connected to someone that's with someone else. That they don't really want to leave the comfort of their, environment, but they would like to be with you too. That's a little bit of this energy that I'm feeling. Let's pull from another card. Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? Yeah, because it's almost like what you're seeing is, wow, I thought had more than that. I thought that I meant more to you than that, than your stuff. I feel like this person that has makes a decent living, but if they leave their situation, they leave a lot of the comfort of their life. And it's almost like you're seeing it as, so you would rather stay in a dead situation and make me sacrifice, so that's not love. And that's what's disappointing. You're realizing you don't love me because if you loved me, you would be here for me. You would have shown up for me. But you didn't want to give up the comfort of your home. You didn't want to give up, your finances. You didn't want to end something. So you just lived a dead relationship and you want to just like, again, date me on the side. And I feel like for you, you're like, first of all, it's too risky. And it's like this person that also has like a lot of risky behavior because they're not, as long as that person's there, they do whatever they want to do. So they're reckless with their decisions and they don't think things through. So they're very impulsive. So it's almost like that person's there. What's comforting is that they don't have to show up for themselves. That's really what the problem is. That it's so for you, how risky would that be? So, and it's again that you're seeing, wow, like you would rather stay in a connection instead of grow up. It's like because you get to do whatever you want to do. You get to do whatever you want to do, even though it would affect my peace. It's like you act like you don't care at all. That's what I feel like. Like you're really seeing this person. You're really seeing them. for like the first time. There was a deck that I wanted to pull from, and it was a different deck. I have no idea where the hell I put it. All right. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Sorry about that. I want to see what, like from the love oracle, what this person really feels about you, because it's almost like, wow, like this person really was playing around a lot. Like I feel like they told you that they were getting out of a situation, that they were getting out of a situation. Now I want to see like what do they really feel about you, and what is their situation. We're gonna look at these first. And that is, it's almost like this person, like I don't think that they really ever thought that this connection was going to go as far as it was. It's like this person likes to break up to make up. It's almost like there's always a misunderstanding. There's always a reason why that they don't really let you in is this type of energy, but then they don't really want to let go of you either. So it's a way to keep you stuck. Like storms of love, conflicts create opportunity, but they don't grow or change. What you know is they make up to break up, then that they break up to make up. So the relationship never goes anywhere. It's a lot of future faking. And it was a way to keep you stuck, is what, again. And what you're seeing is it's like, wow, like this is a real disappointment that you never really, you're not strong enough. You're not the person that you said that you are, too. It's like I shouldn't even have to read between the lines. Like in a connection, it's like I should be able to trust you. If we don't have trust, you don't have anything. And what you saw is you don't have trust with this person because you uncovered the truth. And you know what? It's like this person just, like I said, like they hide things. They're not transparent. They're not transparent because no one would like them. No one would date them. They're not happy in their situation emotionally. It's clear, but they're comfortable. And part of the reason why they're comfortable is they get to be like run around and do whatever they do. They don't have to grow up. So that's what means more to them than you. But they wanted you to like fall head over heels for them, when really it would just be shallow, just again, keeping it shallow, like it's all future faking, it's all lies, it's all, because they want like sex, they want the emotional thing because they're not getting that at home. So they want to get it from other places. And so they're never really going to give you anything. They're never really going to offer you anything. They're going to treat you like, again, use you, not care about you. Keep the relationship shallow. That's what it is. And so that's why it's always turbulent because they don't really want to give you anything. So they play a lot of psychological and emotional games to keep you stuck. So yeah, and like they don't let go of anything, and then like it like disputes linger, where no one ever heals anything. So no, like so you can't let go. You can't let go because it's like you're always afraid that this person's going to do it again and again and again and again and again because that's what they show you. And what you're seeing is, well, that's just a way to keep you stuck psychologically and emotionally because they're so miserable where they are that they're like, well, I don't want to leave my cushy situation because I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to leave like my stuff. I don't want to leave the illusion of who I am. And I also don't want to, be with I also don't want to be with just one person. I want to be able to run around. I want to do what I want to do. I want to, you know, and whatever else I want to do, it's like, and that's really what it is. So this person has like a lot of fear of just obligation. So they never made it clear. It's like I feel like they said that they were leaving and then they froze and they didn't leave. That's what I feel like. And so again, it's just easier for them to like be like a whirlwind, like for to come into your life like a whirlwind with like drama and chaos to keep you stuck than it is for them to actually leave their situation, which is really messed up. Because it's like, well, because I can't bear to see you go on and be with someone else. And I'm stuck here and I don't really want to leave, but I don't really want you to have that either. So it's really demonic energy. And it's because this person is like very fragmented. And I hate to say, and normally I don't put trigger warnings on readings. I normally don't. But this right here, like this person, like is disgusting. It's all about them. They're greedy. It's again, they want to have their cake and eat it too. So it wasn't just about money. It's not about money. It's about like the gluttony that this person has where they just think it's okay to treat people the way that they want to treat people. So they're gonna lie and pretend that they're somebody else when the whole time they're obligated to someone else. They're not going to give you anything, and but they don't want you to have anything either. Like that's again somebody that is like has issues, real issues, someone that's very dangerous, in my opinion. So again, yeah, they just would be inconsistent, and that's because hey, they got something else going on at home, and that created, um, you know. Like you felt like this person had multiple personalities, that they were moody and unreliable, and they were moody and unreliable. So even when they were around you, sometimes they were moody. So they all didn't just not give you support regularly. When they came around, they were like emotionally and psychologically abusive. And and always scheming, always like you always felt like this person was trying to get over. They didn't really want to be there. They wanted to be somewhere else. That what did they want from you? What were they going to take it to? Almost like this person has a demonic force, literally. Like that's on them. That's what I feel like. The demonic force of Leviathan. Like it's like this demon that is codependent. It's like this energy here. It's real demonic. It's like, and so they're not happy. They're not happy at all. And so they have very reckless behavior, and is they meaning they don't really care about themselves, they don't really care about you, and it's just about what they want, how they want, when they want, and that's how it was when you were with them. And that's why it's again like what you would only like you have to let it go, like take the time to grieve the relationship, because it's better to be sad now to grieve over the relationship than it would be later on down the line, because this person would ruin your life, because you see what it is. It's like they're comfortable. It's all about them. They don't really care about you. Do they want you? Yeah, but there's a part, but it's like narcissist, like I own you, sociopath. It's like, someone that really loves you would want you to go out and meet someone else. If they want to stay put on their ass in like their ex's place, in their marriage, in a relationship that's dead, that's you're not, like it's like this person's like then now wants to live compartmentalized, where hey, I'm gonna live here and do this for this person because hey, they take care of my financial needs, my children, if I have children, and all the other things, and I don't have to like pay child support, and I don't have to do anything, so all the money is going to go there, but I'm going to be miserable while I'm there, and I'm going to then expect you to like sleep with me, be here emotionally, be around when I feel like it. And sometimes I'm not even going to feel like it, because sometimes you'll piss me off too. So, I'll have to go out and do whatever I do. And it's because this person is like they want to stay in that energy. That's why they're a disappointment, you know? So, even if they have love for you, like I said, like only time would tell, which Spirit says you don't want to give it that time. Um, that there is your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So there's somebody else on the horizon for you. This person is not one. It's again, and because spirit would say it would say it in the cards. You may not understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So, again, like you may say, well, this person, I thought that they were supposed to be my person. Well, what Spirit is saying is someone better is coming. So, it's again, you don't understand it now. You may say, oh, this person. And you also don't know this person. You're not living in their experience. So again, I feel like this person has so much trauma that, you would see it. You would see it and you would not like you would feel like you dodged a bullet. It's almost like spirit is asking you to trust and be patient and have faith that someone better is coming. This was not your soulmate. It's like this happened to you again because like I said, you needed to learn there was a higher purpose, and the higher purpose was, to love yourself, to choose yourself, to, like you deserve better than to be with someone that wants to have their cake and eat it too. Come on. And Spirit says, and if you're not giving time for that, it's time for other things, time to heal, understand that. It's like, that a blessing will come to you because you're not with this person. And though your heart was like, well, wanted to be with that person, the spirit knows that. So, but also knows that you're doing what's best for you to love yourself. And that's important because God resides inside of you and you have to do that for yourself. So, Spirit says, now it's about taking bold actions. Take steps that are going to push you out of your comfort zone. Act decisively. Go into a whole new experience. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my inner child cards. Well, we'll keep that there. That's going to be something that you have to do. So we have to see, why did you attract this person into your life? You're a mirror of what comes into your life. And then we'll look and see how you integrate the spiritual lesson. Okay, nurturing, physical touch, oppression, frustration, confusion, innocence. How many is that? One, two, three, four, five. Oh, perfect. Six. So, the reason why you're attracting this person into your life, again, when we have our inner child wounds and it's a little bit fragmented, understand we'll attract people that bring that out in us. And what we see here, right here, is it's like, look, this person's oppressing, and they're oppressing like through pretty mean way. You know what I mean? Like keeping you down. So it's almost like not allowed to like be your full potential self. Like your light pisses this person off. Meaning like who are you? You should like, you know, uh you should dummy down. Like someone that suppresses you is keeping you down, but there's anger behind it. I feel like you had a parent that did that. And also, like this arm here always disturbs me. It makes me feel like there's a parent that's like kind of like I'm not feeling it's like they're holding them down. I feel like they're like almost like, yeah, that's okay. Like looking the other way, looking the other way, but knowing that it's happening. And so it's again like you felt like in that the whole family like was kind of like against you, like you were the black sheep, where you didn't get like the emotional touch. Physical touch is that emotional security, that love, that support. You were not nurtured at all, and that was really confusing and frustrating for you. And it ruined the innocence of who you are, meaning that you then did not trust. You were not coming from a place of trust anymore because of that. So Spirit says, again, trust comes from trusting yourself. So that's why we pulled take a bold action, like take a big steps that push you out of your comfort zone. Because part of seeing yourself is being in a new experiences and doing different things. And that's how you gain confidence and knowing who you are. So Spirit says that, number one, that it's about listening to the whisper of your soul guiding you and just align your actions with your values, which Spirit says that you do. So it's about like just listening to what you want. It's all about you, understanding what you want right now for your life. Not having something like this. This is a parasite coming into your life. Like Spirit says, see yourself differently. It's like you might have a little anxiety. Again, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You got to walk through the fire, see beyond the illusions, discern the truth. That fear, like, really obscures like obscures like your, sight, and to see the reality that really of who you are and what you want for your life. That you're the creator of your life now. Like, no one's gonna keep you down. No one's going to push you down, that you're capable, that you can do it. Maybe you had fear like, I can't do it. Spirit says you can do it. You have boundless energy, harness all that energy, the inner vitality, it's fueled by spirit. So all that emotional energy, without you feel suppressed, angry, oh, like again, all that energy that made you angry, whether it was because you were suppressed, whether it was because you were manipulated, whether it was treated unfairly. Now it's time to channel that into purpose. You turn fear into fire. And again, it's powered by the divine. So again, the divine is behind you to create your own life. Again, to have a fearless heart, have the courage to act from a place from the heart, though. Let your heart guide you. Just again, when it comes to really always make sure you love yourself, you have the deep wisdom. And that deep wisdom allows you to learn. So have even more, like, you know, you'll be able to decipher more, to discern more, like what is good for you and what is not. It's about learning how to trust yourself, which inevitably leads you to your transformation, turns fear into strength. So you step into your power, which is going to create the profound change that needs to be, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to walk through the fire. It's a lot easier said than done. I mean, but we're acting from a place of faith because you're being expected to jump into the unknown. And hey, you might have thought you were going to be with this person, and there was a kind of weird security in that. But this person would not bring security. If anything, they would take it from you. All right, we're going to leave off with one more message, and that is self-love. You're being asked to love yourself. If you attracted this person into your life, Spirit says that you need to love yourself more. Attend to the needs of your own soul. Listen to your heart. Your inner essence lets you know what is good for you. Respect your limits. Answer the requests of your body and soul. And learn to love yourself. And you couldn't have gotten a better card. You couldn't have gotten a better card, Gemini, for this story. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.